Look for outtakes at the end of the video. Toby made me do the opening 3 times. Toby's out there and he's not too happy about being tied up. Up there he is. Hi everybody, welcome to Jenkins Boat Works. I am Chuck Jenkins. If you've been following us lately, you know that I've been trying to get a little sunfish sailboat together, and most recently we've been working on this trailer. I've had it laying around for a little while. It's got some real old school wheels on it. There's a whole video episode about that, and we got it all painted and got some new bunk boards on it, and I had bought a new light and wiring kit. And so I spent most of the weekend fumbling around with the lights because I couldn't get them to work. And some of it was a little frustrating, but we figured it out. And so if your lights don't work on your trailer, you might watch this video and hopefully we'll have some tips or some help so you can figure out how to get yours straightened out and working. We're glad you're here. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And look around at the channel. We got lots of boat building projects and other helpful tips about all kinds of stuff. So consider subscribing to the channel. If you're coming back, we're glad to see you. Give us a thumbs up, leave your comments, share with your friends, and let's jump in, fix these trailer lights. I had ordered a new kit for wiring and lights for my trailer. And this is the diagram that showed me how to set it all up. Now, I wasn't interested in putting on these little side lights. I don't care about that. It's a very small trailer. But what I did want to do is have brand new wires with the 4-pin plug and new lights in the back. And so that's what I did. I hooked it all up the way they said to, and the lights didn't work. And so here is the 4-pin plug, and that obviously goes into your truck. That kind of round one that's bigger, that's the ground wire. So this white one is your ground. And you can see that I've got the white one spliced there. The way it came, it was only that long. And the idea is that you take your ground wire and then you screw it into a hole, which used to be right here, that is a ground, and then you use the metal of the trailer to create your ground so that when you put your lights on, your little white wire back here that comes out of the light, it just goes to a screw on the metal. And so you get your ground connection because of the metal trailer that's all connected to itself from there all the way up to that front screw. So a couple of things. So I get the whole thing all put together and the lights don't work. So I was very frustrated with it, and I wasn't sure what was going on. Now, I knew that I had painted the trailer, and paint would act as an insulator. So you'll even be able to see here, I was trying to attach my ground here, and you see how I scuffed that all up and got nice shiny metal on there so that when I attached this white wire to this, I would have a good, bright, clean, bright connection without having the paint disrupting it. And so I did the same thing in the back. I drilled new holes through the metal, and that didn't do it. And then I thought, well, maybe my connections where I spliced my wires, maybe, you know, where we've got our yellow and brown going on one side and our green and brown coming back on the right side, I re-spliced those. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's the problem. Still no lights. And these are really nice LED waterproof trailer lights, boat trailer lights. So then I was like, okay, well, I just got to start running this down and try to figure out what's going on. my truck is a 2024 Chevrolet. My plug-in for my lights, I was like, there's no way that's bad. But I thought, we'll test it anyway. I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so I turned my flashers on. And I've got a little light tester here. So we'll make that our negative and positive. And here's my 4-pin. And here is my ground, which is what ultimately the white wire fits on. So I'm gonna attach this alligator clip to that, and then we'll see if this lights up when we touch this. Okay, nothing there, but that's your running light and your brake light. Ah, flasher. And in the fourth one, flasher. So I know that my outlet coming out of the truck is good. So I know this is good. So then the next thing I thought was, well, I know they're brand new lights, but what if the lights just aren't good? I'm not gonna take them back off of the back of the trailer now, but I did. I took one of the lights and I brought it up here and I touched the white wire onto here and I touched the other wires into here and they came right on. So I knew that my lights were good, and I would have thought so. It just got down to it could only be one thing. It had to be the ground. So here's what I did. For whatever reason, I wasn't able to use the metal of the trailer as basically the wire connection to get back to create a ground at the lights. This trailer has like a pop-up or a rollback type feature where I guess you can pull on that pin and then the trailer part there will tip up. I haven't done that and I don't intend to, but I wonder if maybe I just wasn't getting a good metal-to-metal connection there. Possibly there's just rust on this that's causing it to not get a good connection. I can see if I look back in that corner where that metal is welded together, there's actually daylight through there. And so maybe there's just not a good enough connection, metal to metal, to get us conductivity all the way back here. So I thought, I'm tired of goofing with it, and we're just gonna run it, we're gonna hardwire it. So what I did is I extended this ground wire. So where it comes out of the plug-in, I just spliced that, and I found another piece of white wire and I ran it through the tongue all the way back, and then I brought it along the right side of the trailer here. You can even see part of it. And I took it back here and I connected it with a screw there to this wire, which is coming out of the light. And then I ran another jumper from there over to connect to the other white wire coming out of that light. So in essence, I created a wire for the ground, and I'm not relying on the metal of the trailer to make the connection. So if your lights aren't working, check your ground. My best guess for you is that the ground is just not, you're not getting conductivity through the metal of your trailer. I'll hook it up here and we'll turn the lights on. You can see just how great these trailer lights are. We have, by the way, gotten a new Rhino hitch that's adjustable. That's pretty heavy duty material there. About a locking pin. It just looks like something to get stolen. We got our new chain on, safety chains. And so now I'm going to turn on the lights and we'll set the camera up back in the back and see if these dudes come on. our Sunfish sailboat, and we're just about ready to go. We painted the trailer, we got the wheels all together, and got some new lights for it. What are you doing? Go outside. Dog. Okay. Oh my gosh. He's gonna come peeking around the corner here just in a second, I know it. Might as well make room for him. Start over. Toby's up there. He is. Hi, Toby. If you like the video, remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.